Well, Joey, somebody came to you and told, yeah, right before surgery. Do you think I give a fuck what they're putting in me as I'm going into Nappy Nunu land?
But you're not worried about, like, I'm always worried about, like, what I'm going to say, like, on that stuff.
Who gives a fuck? They already heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't think there's not something
I
that
didn't have
come
a
out of
lot
your
of chitter
unconscious?
chatter with them this time. I just smiled because I thought about the same thing. Because I know the time I did it before, right before they were going to start the surgery, I said, guys, I got to pee. And they're like, don't worry about it. We'll put a catheter in you during the surgery. I'm like, nah.
That's my
Let me
nightmare.
pee right now. And they had shot me with so many drugs that it was like a Seinfeld thing. It was like doing coke. And then they sent the hottest nurse in to get my pee. So I had to swoop around and put a peanut. I mean, it was a centimeter of his dick into this jar and like hump it. Those pee jars and like hump it, give it a hip so the pee wouldn't fall on top of me. That's it. You know, so I just, it was not good. I could imagine, and she looked at me like we made eye contact, and she had beautiful, like green eyes. So I guarantee when she walked away, that went into my subconscious, and I'm in the thing, bring the chick back with the green eyes.
I know, that's what I'm worried about.
I want to lick my balls. You know, so.
Oh, my God.
It always worries me, but what are you going to do? It's who you are.
Right.
You know, if I wake up and the cops are in the room, then we fucked up. Then we talked about a murder.
I know.
Somebody got thrown off a bridge. You know, that's what you got to worry about.
Holy
But
shit.
if I wake up and there's nobody there to interview me, like social services or child services, whatever the fuck those companies are, they always want to ask you creepy questions when you're waking up. Nobody fucking lets you wake up. What are you feeling? Let me wake up first. Do you mind if I wake up and look at a tree or look at a fucking, but anyway, it doesn't really.
Because like there's this video I've seen of this husband who had surgery, this black dude, and his wife is sitting there, and he's just waking up, and he's like, "You're stupid. I had a threesome this week," and like was going through like, and she's like, "No, you didn't." He's like, "Yes, I did. It was this. It was great. It's one of my favorite videos." But it's like, oh my god, all this stuff, and then because I was a little bit worried about you because you like the night before you said, "Hey, I'll text you. I'll be done at 1. Don't call me. I'll text you when I'm done." And it was like 4 o'clock. And finally Terry texted us. And I was like, "Hey, he's okay." Like, did it take longer than expected or?
I got there at 7:30. And they were very nice. They tried their hardest. No, they really tried to get me in there. And I think I started going in about 11:30. I was like, God damn it. But they gave me a protein drink that holds you. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like I was starving or anything. And then I got in there. And I think the most uncomfortable thing about the surgery was the spine block they put in me.
What's that?
They have to shoot me in my spine. If you look at my back right now, I got a tramp stamp.
Oh. What does it say?
Huh?
What does it say?
Fuck Joey Diaz in the ass. I don't know what it says. I got a tramp stamp because of the bruising.
Oh. And they just shoot a big needle to like turn it off?
A couple of them. And the third one felt like I was quarterback. I'm taking the ball out from the center.
Okay.
And somebody kicked me in the back of the balls. Not the front of the nutsack, just the back. It felt like the back of your nutsack really never gets exercised.
No.
It's like the bottom of your lungs. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. Bro, I hadn't breathed in like maybe 20 years. My body lifted like from the fucking chair. And I'm not trying to be funny or cute.
No, I'm sure
I know when my body lifts like I got Satan in me, I don't know how I got up like 2 inches.
Oh.
Because I didn't put my feet on the floor. There was no way I could have, jumped off the table. And my little chubby hands, I doubt I just went woof. But she shot me the third time, guys. It was real. And then my legs went numb.
Really?
I remember scratching my calf and I couldn't feel it. I'm like,
why do they do this when you're awake? Why can't they just put you to sleep and shoot you with every needle? And
well, they try to do. Listen, the only thing at least they hit you with a 20 milligram oxy.
Is that a good one? I don't know.
Yeah, it slows down the game a little bit. And then you walk into the room and they shoot you with uh, you know, the nerve blocker for your leg, so they
Okay.
shoot somewhere around here. That's this
Ooh,
bruises. You can see
Jesus.
it right there.
Yeah.
That shuts off your leg. All right, and then they want to shut you down completely, so they come around your back and they hit you with
You said,
whatever the amount of
what do you
shots are.
Jesus.
And
And
then they laid me back
okay.
and they positioned me in a way. It was like I was sitting and somebody launched me out. And I was like in a little chair. It's like being in a roller coaster with no fucking hinges. Like I was just smoking dope if I was flying through the valley, and you know that's what it felt like. For a couple minutes after that, they had me seated that way, where my legs were up so they could get in. They had something under my knees, so it felt like I was sitting down. And then whatever they shot me with was, it was like 6 minutes of brilliance.
What does that mean?
It was like 6 minutes of being in fucking a state of euphoria.
Really?
You're happy. You know, somebody put a stick up your ass and wiggled it the right way, even though you don't even like a finger in your ass. Everything that you could feel good about yourself, at least in your mind. You know,
That's nice.
you're upside down. But the whole time I'm like, when am I going to fall asleep? I fought it as much as I could, you know.
Why?
Because I don't want to just tap out.
Oh, because it felt good. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it felt kind of good. So then I remember just waking up and the guy talking to me and going, Joey, took 4 fucking hours. This was what was, you know, I was hoping he'd say, it took us an hour. We just had to make some adjustments and shit.
Right.
But he went right into me right there. And I was like, I don't want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I want a ginger ale.
This is just, I've always hated the thought that I'm crazy. I make mistakes in my life. We all do. And I accept that. And sometimes we judge a situation but I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't enjoy it.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck I was talking about.
You hate thinking you're crazy.
Yeah. And it's just accepted. The things we've been taught to accept nowadays is fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
As personal on the internet, the things we accept now as human beings, we just accept them. You know, listen, if you ever get those calls, you sign up for something for 2 weeks, a free trial or something.
Yep.
And then you thought you like it, but you don't like it. And then you try to cancel it, and it's fucking, you can't cancel it. It's 3 hours of your day. So you just go, fuck it. I'll just pay the
Pay this until the
$1.99 a
fucking
month.
credit card
Think about
goes
that. We
out.
work hard for that $1.99. And we just tell somebody for a year, I paid Massage Envy.
Did you really?
$90. It was driving me crazy. You understand me? It was driving me crazy.
Every time you saw the charge come through, yeah.
Oh, every month I would go, I hope my wife don't see this. $90 a fucking month. It was driving me fucking insane. And I would go in there and they go, but you have so many
Credits.
You can't quit now. And I'm like, listen, you don't understand. I ain't got time for this shit. First of all, they're the worst massagers in the world. Every massager at Massage Envy is creepy as fuck. Like
And not in a good way.
Nah, they just failed cosmetology school. So what am I going to do? I'll become a fucking masseuse. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying that I don't know. I'm not a massage guy. Let's talk about that.
I love massage.
You have to be able to sit, and I like certain people and I like certain massages. Once you tell me you got to get naked, you lost me.
I don't think you have to get naked. I think you can keep your shorts on.
I don't even want the fucking towel around me with nothing underneath. No, we don't need all that. If I want to massage my asshole, I'll do it in the privacy of my own home. In fact, I got a steam cleaner and everything. You don't have a steam.
You have a steam cleaner for your asshole?
Fuck yeah. You got to keep that area clean.
Oh, my God.
And I kept the pink soap from the hospital. Oh.
That's good? I don't even know what. I haven't never heard of
everything.
So
and I made my loofah. I made 3 little asshole loofahs. I got them hanging for 3 different days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, you with all this free time on your hands is not good. You're gonna do some weird. You're making asshole. You made 3 asshole loofahs.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for the surgery.
How's Grand Theft Auto going?
Grand Theft Auto is. I played the other night, and I'm getting better every time I do it. Am I great? No, I do enjoy it.
You
I
drive
do-
slow
I-
as fuck. Why do you? And in real
Because-
life, you drive 90. In Grand Theft Auto, you're doing 25 in the right-hand lane.
Because the faster I go, I lose control. And next thing you know, I'm spitting, I'm falling off cliffs, I'm hitting pedestrians.
That's the point. You're supposed to. You can go crazy. I love getting the sniper rifle and just picking people off. Oh, I turn into
You
like
gotta
a
teach me how
serial
to get
killer.
the spider rifle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't listen. I don't
There's
know.
cheat codes. You don't know about cheat codes. You've never played video games before.
I don't know anything about anything, Lee. You have to assume I'm a retarded child that broke out of the institution on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that does explain you.
One of those retards that just wakes up on a Sunday and goes, I don't belong here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. That's fun. Grand Theft Auto. And do you play missions or you just go around killing people? Because you can go around and just fuck hookers and then kill them, take your money back.
Listen, I don't do anything. I just drive. I'm learning.
You're just living in the game. You're
I just learned how to stop, which was big.
You learned how to stop.
Yeah,
What were you
was
doing
big.
before?
Just just ramming into cars. I would try to move around them. It's not good, guys.
Oh my God. It's amazing.
But listen, you were talking about this, so it's an interesting fucking topic, and it very much is. When I moved here, I was heartbroken. I was just heartbroken. I don't know what it was. It was just, it didn't feel right.
Okay.
It didn't feel right. I hired a better help. She gave me all these things, but the bottom level was, I thought that I was coming back to a society. This is my fault. This is my fault. We discussed this on the old podcast in LA 1,000 times, how we create these scenarios in our own heads, and we're lying to ourselves for some reason. You know, I would come back here to do comedy, and I go, Nick, have you seen George? Nah, we talk every once in a while. We try to see each other, but he's all the way up there in Fairlawn, and I'm in fucking Huntington, and it's an hour and a half for each other. And I go, look, I live in California. You can't see fucking George once a week and check in with him, and you too. What are you doing? Call this kid. He's your best friend growing up. Then I moved here.
You're like, fuck it.
Fuck George. I ain't driving an hour. He ain't coming down here. An hour's a lot when you get older. It's a lot when you're in the car, and it isn't. My best ride of the week is when I go up north to do this podcast on Mondays. If you want me to lie to you, if you guys knew I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it anymore.
Right, yeah.
I enjoy it. It gets me out of this area, you know, and you breathe a little bit. I knew I couldn't handle doing stand-up full-time. I just knew it. That was not going to happen. The capabilities, and I knew I wanted to be a father.
Right.
So somewhere along the line, I had to make this all fit. And you know what? My social life, but who at 60 has a social life? Unless you got like a young chick that flies around the world with you to help you fucking glue your wig up back onto your head. I mean, I don't know. So they said, get a dog. So you have to keep your mind. You go to all these places around here, whether I go to Kohl's or forget about Costco. Costco, a guy dies there every fucking day. They're so old in Costco.
Oh my God.
Costco gives them jobs and gives them insurance and gives them hours. And, you ever go into Costco, the people who check your stickers?
Yeah.
They just there to fucking be nice. Costco's a nice guy. The dealership where I bring my car, they got 65-year-olds that work the morning shift.
Yeah. McDonald's used to have it. Mine did when I was a kid. Had like an old 60, 50. I don't know how. I was like 10. Maybe he was 45. He seemed old, but he would just, they walk around, they give out stickers, they say hi. It's nice. And as long as like you're not, like I wouldn't want to have a teleprompter with your bits on it, but like as long as you're mentally there, I think it's like, yeah, I'm sure the audience would have a great time, but honestly, fuck them. It's all about you.
The audience isn't having a good time. You're selling tickets on a different fucking bill.
No, yeah, if you're doing that.
People are going to see you because he might die any day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker might die any day. And we want to see him before he dies. Right now, why are people paying $2,000 for Paul McCartney? The Beatles have been done for fucking 22,000 years. Why do you pay all this money for Paul McCartney right now? Because you might not see him again.
Yeah.
So I don't want people coming to see me to go, "Ooh, we love you, Joey," even though I'm bombing on stage, talking about jokes that I wrote in 1988. Nobody wants to see that.
I get
And
that.
I don't want to go out that way. I don't want to go out that way. There's a fucking singer, Hector Lavoe, Puerto Rican guy, one of the baddest motherfucking singers in any genre. He was just a problem fucking dude. He just had problems, guys. He had AIDS. His son shot himself. Blah, 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 blah. It was endless. But he had a good heart. He just couldn't get off the heroin. And he went to Puerto Rico, and he fucking got so paranoid in the hotel room. Everybody's account is different. I've lived it. When you just go to a hotel lounge and you see your ex-wife with another guy, and you got all the cocaine in the world, when you get in those rooms, you get all paranoid and shit.
Right.
He got so fucking paranoid, he just jumped out the window.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, thank God he hit an air conditioner. Because that stopped his momentum.
Right.
And he ended up living. And these fucking people in the Bronx and in Brooklyn were doing these shows. They just bring them on. And if I could get those people today, I'd fucking choke them. The guy, they'd probably give him the small $1,000 cash. The fake manager he'd have would probably rob him of that.
Yeah.
Because you always get some guy to fucking rob you at that level. And then he wouldn't even know where he was. It wasn't as bad as Frankie Valli. But the song, the tempo of the song
was
just
gone.
The tempo of the song was 40% left. So let me give you an example. One of his songs, Todo tiene su final, right?
Okay.
Instead of saying todo tiene, he was like, todo tiene, and they would have to slow down for him.
Right.
And he was half a retard. He banged his head on a fucking air conditioner.
I mean, and I know you don't care about comic books, but there was a whole thing that they were taking Stan Lee. I don't know if you remember him from Marvel. There was someone pimping him out at the end. Yeah.
So George, my brother George, broke that info.
Really?
Broke that
That's
info.
so sad. Yeah. So and you have good people around you. Thankfully, all your agents and stuff are cool, and I don't think your wife would let you anyone do weird shit to you.
You guys are my biggest opponents. Whatever. You guys see something that's a little off to you, you pull me aside and say, "Listen, Joey, we don't think you should do this no more. Look at your hair; it looks like a straw hat. You're done. You're done. Either put on a hat or stop it." But I'm not going to be one of those guys. I'm not going for vanity. I'm not going to be fucking. Look at Casey and the Sunshine Band. Look at where he started and look at where he ended. With a wig on stage, you can't even do the moves to the song.
Oh, Jesus.
Like what? Oh, he looks fucking terrible. I don't want to do that, guys. That means you owe tax money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay? And owing tax money that's a silent killer right there. Because now you got stress in your 60s and 70s, like Red Fox had. It's just really crazy. And how I looked at this surgery was maybe it's you guys. You inspired me to just look at this different. I didn't look at this surgery as an ending. I looked at this surgery as a new beginning in a way.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Do different things. And listen, I don't have to work every fucking month or every weekend. I just got to do one big gig a month that makes me work towards something. Every month, I work towards something.
Right.
So that's always fantastic. Instead of doing a special with a title, I do a show in my mind. I don't tell the audience. I do a show with a certain title in my mind.
Right.
And I cover those jokes.
Yeah.
By the time I get to another town the following month, it's not going to be that theme. Some of the jokes will be the same, but the narrative will be a lot different. And that's what I'm going for. That's it.
Yeah.
Nice and fucking easy. I'm not going for no specials. I don't want to be on Hulu or Mulu. I don't want to know nothing.
Oh, but you also don't have to deal. I was laughing so hard last night because someone pulled one of the moves you told me about, but I haven't experienced it yet. I was at a club and this poor host, this comic went up to them and they were like, "Where am I?" And they're like, "You're going 6th or 7th." I'm like, no. I have to go 4th. I'm very tired. I'm old. I have to go home. I went a blast on this show. like half an hour past that person was still there just talking. And I was like, you Meanwhile, they asked me, do you mind going last on the 10 o'clock show? I went up at midnight. I was there since 8:30. I was like, yeah, I'll go wherever. And that person, I have to go third. And meanwhile,
You should
they
throw that
stunk.
when you booked the room. And after the time when you look at them, they're going to go, you're a dick. Good.
Yeah.
I came here to get down.
Yeah. Fuck you.
And you making me close the room, I'm flattered.
Oh, I don't mind that.
No, I'm flattered. You say, Joey, come and close the room. I'm fucking flattered. But at the same time, it's like you're going to fucking come up to me and say you have to leave just because you don't want to follow? Or is it because you wanted to talk to girls and be cool?
Oh, it was an older, that wasn't even a guy, but it was, I don't know. It was, and I heard they went in and said retarded about 4 times. And it was a hot room. There was a sold out room, and it was, they wanted the prime, like, 3rd or 4th spot. They wanted the kill spot.
Fuck them. They got to earn that shit.
And it didn't. And then I went in.
You got to earn that.
And I had a fun night last. I told a couple, because I saw the coolest thing. These 2 parents at a 10 o'clock show, had the like 12 and 10-year-old son in the showroom, and they were basically fucking in the bar. The dad had his hand like in the mom's skirt. It was, and I told the kids that. I went up and I opened with it, and it fucking killed. Because it was like, your parents are out there fucking. Like, and they have comics as your babysitters. And it was last night was a fun New York night. And do you know who Peyton Ruddy is? He's a Kill Tony guy. He's a great dude. 25. He's in from Chicago this week. It's been fun being in New York. I'm having a good time. It's been fun.
You're learning things.
Yeah, but I can't wait. I can't wait for Atlantic City. That's gonna be fun. Are you excited to go back out there and get?
This is my whole recovery.
Yeah.
Is the road to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
And everything that comes with it. In fact, we got to shoot 2 little things before you leave.
Okay.
Yeah. It's this is all part of it. That's what dangles. That's the dangle.
Atlantic City? Yeah.
Why not?
That's gonna be awesome.
Give me plenty of time to do some spots and tune up. And we'll go to Brooklyn, go back to Levity Live, go to Austin. It's little by fucking little, guys. And I understand that. I do not have a gun to my head. The only gun I have to my head is being ready for June for her baseball season.
Okay.
Every weekend. And that's going to be a fucking nightmare because those fields, they usually got to hike.
Ooh, you got to get a scooter.
Yeah. So I got to get like a scooter or something like that. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, I'll be down like Stavros.
Ooh. Oh no, this is your rickshaw time.
My rickshaw time. But the funny thing is, Lee, I mean, listen, I was walking into the store. I was rocking and rolling. Nobody was there. And I hit the turn. Next thing you know, my leg went out from under me. And I could hear my hamstrings tear. I still have the pictures on my phone.
Yeah.
Of how it was worse than this. The bruise was up and down my fucking spine. I didn't look for that. It happened. I don't think I had to cancel anything. I had the following 2 weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 2 weeks to recover. Things are going to happen when you do comedy, when you're a plumber, when you're a framer, things are going to happen. And that's where you earn your money.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody knows how to be a fucking roofer. Like I worked with a lot of roofers 30 years ago. But my brother-in-laws, when it came down like a problem, like we'd be on our roof and somebody would call them and go, bro, we can't finish this. And they go over there and fucking figure it out within 3 hours. So there's a lot of comics.
Mm-hmm.
But can they maneuver? Can they call an audible? And that's what you have to do with this. And listen, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you if I was 40, because I'd be fucking coked up and trying to rush this because I got that week. It's a 600, and you're rushing for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
You're going against your health. Now I'm to the age where, so everything changes. If this was 20 years ago, we'd be having a different conversation. I'm just honest about it. I'm not going to tell you that this is the way I thought when I was 43.
Right, of course.
Because I don't want the people at home listening going, I don't think that way. You shouldn't. You're a gangster. You're a hustler. You got no time to fucking bleed. Yeah, that's your mentality. You got no time to bleed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
So
But this is how you think at 63.
Yeah, this is how I'm thinking now is with a family. You also make decisions based on what's around you. Who else gets shot in the ass if you take off time? Who's not able to go to fucking ballet classes? You know, these are all the things that are becoming a fucking man. Right here, Nick. This is the scene right here.
Man on Fire's on in the background. It's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
scene.
The fucking, it was on, but Nick never saw this, so
I wish you had more time.
I wish you had more fucking time. But listen, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even feel like I had surgery 3 days ago. I have pain in my legs a little bit and shit like that. But everything else is pretty much
Yeah,
kosher.
you look better than you did when you were in the hospital for breathing.
No.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. We wake up every day, rocking and rolling. You're doing stand-up.
And I'm going to Japan for 2 weeks. Oh, 10 days.
Shit. Look at you.
Very excited.
What kind of plans do you have in Japan?
I'm going a few places. I'm doing stand-up in Tokyo. Really excited. Frank Castillo hooked me up with the club.
Okay.
But we're doing everything. We're doing Kyoto for a day, which is like the old school Japan. We're doing something that you'd hate. We're doing Universal Japan, going to like the Universal, the Nintendo world. Which is gonna be
Why would I hate it?
Me going to Universal, like the Universal in Hollywood. But then we're going to Tokyo for 4 days, and then we're going to a sumo. They have every 4 times a year they have a sumo tournament, like a legit like the big it's like the big deal. So we're going to that for a day. We're going to a sumo wrestling tournament, and then yeah, this is gonna be fun as fuck.
They're gonna throw you in the sumo.
Oh, I'd love it. What if I was meant to be a sumo wrestler?
No.
And then we're doing Okinawa for 4 days, and we're coming back, which is gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm gonna eat nothing but shrimp and tuna for nonstop.
Hold on, I gotta cut this short. I gotta go pee real quick.
Okay,
I'll be right back. Hey, what's going on? Listen up here. UFC 328 is here. You can make every fight more fun with DraftKings Sportsbook. From the opening bell to the final horn, DraftKings Sportsbook keeps you locked in on the action. New DraftKings customer, listen to me. Bet just $5, and you'll get 100 in bonus bets instantly. Right now, what you need to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code Joey, Joey, so you're ready for the moment. That's code Joey for a new DraftKings customers to turn $5 into 100 in bonus bets just like that, instantly, in partnership with DraftKings, where, as you know already, the crown is yours. Get it together. Download the DraftKings app. Use code Joey.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
Hey, Uncle Joey here. Listen, when you want to unwind, you got to do it in the cloud. In the Cloud has everything: gummies, vapes, pre-rolls, edibles, 0-calorie THC sodas, everything. In the Cloud is fully legal online cannabis dispensary for you. I love In the Cloud. They got these 500 milligram edibles that'll make your head spin. You understand me? El Vampiro, a.k.a. the vampire. All In the Cloud products are federally legal THC. Everything sold is DEA certified and lab tested. Now, if you're over 21 and older, go to inthecloud.co. Again, that's inthecloud.co. That's .co, not .com. For new customers, use code CHURCH for 40% off. What did I hear that? 40% off your order. That's inthecloud.co, code CHURCH for 40% off, shipped discreetly to your door so nobody knows nothing. Plus, the shipping is free on orders over $50 and free gifts on qualifying orders, and they will hook you up. And don't forget to fill out the quick survey when you order to support the show, their products, the whole thing. In the Cloud, when you want to go see the clouds. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're talking about sumos. I had to take a pee, and sometimes you can't focus when the fucking flush is about to come out.
I don't blame you.
Can you imagine if they went out there and they like a sumo got COVID and fucking they looked at you and they go, hold up, and you had to go in there and fucking wrestle a guy, and all of a sudden you threw him out of the ring, and they're like, you come stay with us and all this shit. And you got to call me and quit. You got to quit being a comedian.
I think I do, because I went. They tricked me. They had a thing on. I don't know if anyone saw this on social media, but they had something called Sumo and Sushi, and they traveled around the country, and they said like, oh, all the best sumo people from Japan were gonna come, and I went. I didn't pay for the sushi because it looked weird, but we got seats, and it was like if they told you they were gonna play a baseball game and they just played catch, and like it was all retired sumo people, and then we were like, oh, so, and then we went and watched it. They're fucking intense because there's no weight classes. Like you could face fucking the Undertaker. Like it's like and it's just, I think I'd be good at it. Like I think because I have a low center of gravity. Like I sucked at wrestling, but you couldn't pin me. So like I think maybe like I think it might have been my calling. I'm fucking ready to, and Japan's been #1 on my list for a long time. Like I've done like little small trips. I went to Mexico for like 5 days. That was terrible. And I went to Florida once for like 5 days. But I've never done anything like this. So I'm fucking really excited. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to eat shrimp. We're going to do a lot of stuff. Like, what do you want as a souvenir? You want like a sumo wrestling outfit?
I just want you to make it back.
I'll make it back. I'm going to Okinawa where the Air Force is and where like they live to like 200 years old. That's going to be fun.
That's where I would go, just to see because everybody's old there.
Yeah. It's like they're Hawaii, I found out. I didn't realize it's like, so we're just going to sit on the beach and do nothing. So
They're
Tokyo.
very careful there, so be careful because
That's why I love
want it to be like Hawaii. You have to be recommended to move on the island.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucked up place. They don't fuck around.
Oh, I know.
The seafood is supposedly sensational. There was a thing on it years ago which really caught my eye around. Well, the people lived there to be 104.
Yeah.
That was one thing. But the other thing was that they had and I think we talked about in the last podcast, they had a bodybuilding league.
Yeah. I remember you telling me about that.
You're like, who fucking bodybuilds at 85? These motherfuckers. And listen, do they look like Arnold Schwarzenegger? No. But they look good. You see the chicken skin and stuff. But just the fact that they're doing it, and the motto they said was, it really makes you think. It's you can either go to the doctor every day, you go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, holy fuck, that makes fucking a lot of sense.
And they're all healthy and like they're so respectful.
Yeah,
like,
very respectful.
There's a lot of rules I've learned about like what you can't do. Like, I mean, in New York in the train, if you have to be aggressive. So like I don't stand right in front of the door, but like you have to be ready to go because sometimes you won't get into the train if you don't. But in like Japan, you have to like line up, like, and they take it very seriously. There's some restaurants that they don't allow non-Japanese people in, which I fucking love. I'm so excited.
Lately, I've been getting a lot of hits, like what happened to this and what happened to that. Listen, guys, let me tell you what's going on with this. You know what, man? Since I was a kid, I've always liked to evolve. There's always something you could do to better yourself. Always. If you're honest with yourself, there's always something you could do. Like there's always shit to cut back on, or, you know what, man, I have been eating lean. You ever get on the scale and you're 22 pounds heavier and you go, I'm not eating that. And all of a sudden you think about what you've been eating lately. Like, fuck, all those fucking shakes do add up. I'm not fucking 18 no more, where I can have 2 milkshakes a day from Carvel and dip. You can't do that shit all your life, So every couple of months you have to look at what you got and reevaluate and see what's going on. Let me tell you something. The last 2 years, my house has changed. The last year, basically. The home has changed. Again, it changed when I got the kid in. Then it changed again when she went to pre-K. Then once she got to kindergarten, it really fucking changed. Like, every day at 4 o'clock, my day ends. Whatever the fuck I'm doing, unless I'm getting a fucking envelope, my day ends. Because I got to go pick her up. And then you got martial art classes, you got swimming, you got gymnastics. It never fucking ends when you have a kid. People at home that listen know that it never ends when you have a kid. But it also carried over to the podcast. Like, listen, man, from time to time, I'm up at night late. I can't sleep. I have insomnia. And I'll listen to an old podcast. And yeah, I'll get a laugh out of the podcast, but I'll see a lot of dull spots in there, you know? And I'm like, you know what, man? I got to clean up our act. You know, we've been doing this podcast for 6-7 years, and we're very fortunate. If you've noticed, there's people who have switched podcasts 18 times in 7 years. I wanted to prove a point when I started this podcast with Lee that we don't quit. You know what I'm saying? No matter rain, snow, shine, this is what you do. You give them something when you tell them you're going to give them something. So, listen, if I didn't give a fuck about this podcast, I could just come down here and torture Lee and do edibles. And you know what? Eventually, you'll think it's cute and you'll move the fuck on. Well, guess what? I'd move the fuck on too because nothing's going on. So I don't know, for the last year, I just noticed Lee was having a hard time. One night we're here doing bong hits, and this poor bastard coughed, and I seen blood on his fucking hands. At that point, you got to start thinking about what the fuck are you doing with your life? This poor kid gets bronchitis every 90 days. He's not used to this shit. Listen, I'm showing up with weed here. You guys think we're fucking with you. Like, I go to certain weed stores because they give me 31%, 30% weed. They know what I like. The owners know I give them fucking love, so they save me the best of what they could get. Even if they don't carry it in the store, the guy will say, give me an ounce for Joey. And I'll just put that motherfucker away. That's what I do. We smoke some strong fucking weeds here. And I've seen, you know, like I'm at home doing 20 of these bong hits all fucking day. 6 in the morning, 5 at 2 o'clock, another 6 at night. I do 2 of them with Lee, and I see where the poor kid is. So I'm fucking killing myself to live. Right after I shot the Netflix special, there was a lot of things I had to cut out. But prior to the Netflix special, I had already slowed down with the edibles because I had something going on in my body and I couldn't put my fucking finger on it. Some type of something was just bothering me, would hum in my head from time to time. So I had to start getting rid of stuff. I got rid of milk. I got rid of fucking eating cheese. I got rid of fucking, I just cut things down that, whey protein. I cut all the stuff down that I thought was affecting me. And you know what? The edibles, man, they're a lot of fun. The Lord knows we ate 29,000 million milligrams in 4 or 5 years. It didn't stop in here. But if you want to evolve, you know what? If I want to give you a better podcast and I want you guys to have a better experience, yeah, from time to time we have the right guest. We get high, you know what I'm saying? But if not, let's do the podcast fucking straight. Let's try doing the podcast straight. I couldn't do the fucking, what's the thing I was doing? The free thing?
The morning joint?
The morning joint and also. Again, listen, I don't know if I told you guys. One day I went to pre-K to pick her up, and like that day, my wife pulled me over. She's like, you can't get high and go in there no more. I guess you went in there no more. You smell like a pot forest or some shit. Kids passed out after you left the fucking building or something. I don't know what the fuck. So, you know what, man? When it comes to us fucking around, I could fuck around. I got time to fuck around. But when it comes to my daughter, listen, men don't have a chance to make mistakes. Women and fucking kids do. We don't have a chance to make mistakes. So I couldn't go back to that school stone. So I can't smoke 20 bong hits in the morning and drive to the fucking school and let those people see me like that. Or go to kickboxing at 9 o'clock. I just couldn't do it no more. I could do a bong hit or two. Don't get me wrong. I love my marijuana. Whew. Ain't nobody fucking quitting here. The last 3 days, I haven't even smoked pot. Just because I had this chest in my cold, and I do not want to travel with this chest in my cold. This cold in my chest. This is how the downhill started for Ralphie. Was with a pneumonia. If nobody remembers, about 3-4 years ago, they put him in the hospital for 4 weeks in Florida. You couldn't even visit the poor bastard because he was in a fucking hospital because his lungs couldn't take it no more. Ralphie would go from city to city, and he was such a sweetheart of a guy that he would smoke with everybody. And when you're going to one city a month and coming back and smoking, that's one thing. But when you're going to 4 fucking cities in a month and you're smoking 4 different types of viral flus with people, you're eventually going to get sick. And he got sicker and sicker. Then he got a fucking cold that would not leave him, a cough it was just horrible that he had for about 6 months. And next thing you know, he goes on a fucking cruise ship or something, and they got to take him off the cruise ship I feel bad for those guys that had to carry him on those skinny fucking steps. They had to fucking put metal on those steps. They had to get him off on one of those beds and shit where they 4 guys got to hold each side, like the 600-pound life, like a stretcher.
Oh my God.
He told me he was never so embarrassed in his life.
It's when you can't breathe, it's terrible.
It's terrible. And I went through it Sunday night this week. I came home. I'm not kidding you guys. I don't complain about being fucking sick. My liver fucking hurt. And there's nothing wrong with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was phenomenal. But now I didn't have the best sets of my life. I didn't have the sets I wanted. And looking back, I was sick. It was crazy how sick I was. When I go to a town and I don't work out one time, like I was going to go to Stout in Pittsburgh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't even fucking move the next day. I would eat breakfast and have to go right back to bed. I didn't bring Theraflu with me. I didn't bring vitamin C with me. I thought I had Theraflu, but I must have fucking drank them the last time I was sick on the road a couple of years ago. Listen, man, I'm at a different age than you guys. I can't afford to get sick right now. I can't have a 6-month fucking layoff. I like going out too much. Like, I enjoy going out and doing comedy twice a month. It's my release. Last night I went out for the first time all fucking week. I did 90 over the hill in Laurel Canyon. You stay home every fucking night with your wife and your kid from 4 o'clock in the afternoon on. You'll lose your fucking mind. Now I know why guys fucking snap. And it's nothing about not loving them or not wanting to be around them. It's that you have your fucking moments. You have to get out of the house to do what you do. I went to the Comedy Store. It was like a grenade went off. I went fucking bananas down there because I was like in jail all fucking week. And I went home and it was a release. And now tomorrow I got to get the fuck out of here to start shooting on Tuesday. This morning I got up with the girls and I went into my office and Mercy came in and she was petting one of the cats. And next thing you know, she cuddled over on my leg and I kept typing on the computer and I looked over to pick her up and she was crying. And she doesn't know how long I'm going to come back. Well, I think I'm coming back Easter fucking Sunday or a little before that. No, I can't because I'll be in Minneapolis. But they said that maybe I'd come home on Wednesday. So Wednesday I'll come back, chill for a few days, go to Minneapolis right from here with Dean Del Rizzi, and then do 420 up in fucking Milwaukee, and then go back to New York on Easter Sunday. So it's either or. I don't have what my schedule is, but like I told you guys, you're covered. We taped podcasts that are going to extend all the way through May 4th. Anyway, back to the evolution of fucking life and what you got to do every couple months. So a couple weeks ago, it had to be like 7 weeks ago, I just saw Lee kept getting sick. It was too much drama. Every time we came in here and we smoked, we had to wait for fucking Lee to get it together. 6 minutes, his eyes would get pinned on the top of his head sometimes. When he does a bong hit, he sucks it and his eyes go up. I think he's dying half the time. Listen, I like the kid. I don't want no problems. I don't want to carry him out of here on an ambulance or a stretcher. We've done enough. We don't have to prove ourselves to anybody. We did enough. And yeah, we still get high. I know he was looking for edibles the other night. Listen, you'll have to get your license back and go to the store, and I'll send you right to Urban Trees, and I'll tell you what edible to get.
Okay, no.
They got some fucking gummy bears that are 10 milligrams a piece. Yesterday I went to Shinyun with the daughter, and I popped 20 milligrams. And I got to tell you, I was fucking stoned.
Oh, yeah?
You don't get high for 7-8 hours no more on 20 milligrams. It's like a 2-3 hour high. But at least I know they're getting me high. Jesus Christ. We were eating 2,000 milligrams a night, 1,000 milligrams a night of the fucking stuff. Yeah. It took me 6 months to shit out all the fucking Jell-O powder and shit that those things had in your system. You know what those things clogged to your fucking system? Now you wonder why I eat brand fucking muffins and drink kombucha every day and eat yogurt as much as I can with bananas and fucking a little bit of granola, because you got to balance out your stomach. You got to put those fucking those things back in your fucking stomach. If not, you can't shit. You're all backed up for fucking weeks. So you got to take care of yourself. And I just figured that, Jesus Christ, we've done the podcast all this time. Why not give it a breather? And you're going to see the quality of the podcast. It's not a longer podcast no more because we're not forgetting our topics. We're rambling to death. It's a fucking shorter, more concise, get to the point, let's wrap it the fuck up. I know you people want to listen to other podcast type. I just want you to maintain Uncle Joey in your life and don't get rid of me. Listen, we get our ups and we get our downs just like anything else in life. The podcast business is like anything else. That's why I tell people the hardest thing you could do is like late night. TV. You got to be funny 5 nights a week. Guess what? That's not going to happen every night. And you're not going to have a great show 5 nights a week. But as long as you go in there, give it your all, and you show up, and you know that you're in there, and you try to give the people something fucking different, they'll fucking work with you. And let me tell you something. Not only am I upset about, I'm not upset about this movie and the other movie in Texas. I'm not upset at all. I'm upset that I have to leave my family for 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I'm shooting both of these movies starting Tuesday the 16th, and I'll be shooting till the 17th of fucking May, going back and forth between Texas, New York, and motherfucking Los Angeles. Yeah, I'll get to see them, but you know what? I'm used to seeing them 5 fucking days a week. So, but again, you know what, man? Even at 56, you gotta learn how to get